Galactivated yoga on the beach. Woo! Krista G, Galacticated Fairy God Sis, Saint Joe Narquata, and of course our little princess, the movie star. Aww. We're gonna stretch, we're gonna breathe, we're gonna open, we're gonna receive, we're gonna tap into, harness, and harvest all of these cosmic frequencies, the galactic energies. Are you ready to get galactivated with me? Are you ready, St. Jeffers? Thank you, TikTok Live, for joining us today. Thank you, YouTube Live, and on the replay. We invite you to like, to comment, to share, to interact, to carve out the next hour or so of our beautifully busy lives, to ground in, to drop in, to tune in, to illuminate ourselves from within. This is an unlimited. Right here, right now. So, as we settle in today, I'd love to share what's going on galactically. But first, I invite you to place one hand on your heart, one hand on your plexus. We are in day 4 of a 10-day galactic activation portal. Time where we going through a rapid shift, should we choose to accept it. A wormhole of transformation, galactivation. Today we're getting initiated in our solar plexus. Feel free to move your neck around. Breathing into your plexus, keeping that hand on your belly and the other on your heart. And breathe in. Breathe out. Find the rhythm. This is the rhythmic moon day. The intelligence of the rhythms of the moon and the waters of the universe. So let's invite our waters now to come into that balanced flow state. Maybe you had an idea of how your day was going to flow today and then other things transpired. Just went with the flow of it. And I invite you, super friends, to set our intention that we choose happiness no matter how life is flowing to us. Sunshine, rain, all weather conditions, all emotional states. We can allow them to be, observe them, and then choose happiness. Today is our solar plexus initiation, that we have the power to be liberated from the external circumstances of our beautifully wonderful lives and internally align ourselves with our bliss, our joy, our peace, our happiness. This is yoga. Finding that inner space of bliss as we inhale our arms up. Super friends, Galactivate! Clap those hands together. We're thinking from the end, feeling into the end, setting our intention that we make that cosmic connection, that we feel that spiritual initiation into our plexus, this recalibration. So we're going to start to make a belly pulsation, little breath of fire, Kundalini Shakti awakens. Focus on the exhales out your nose, deep exhalation. Pull that belly in towards our spine. Deep inner resonation. Gazing in and up at Ajna, third eye. And take that gaze and look up, lean back. Corners of our mouth float up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Inhale, hold it at the top. Pull in and up with Mula Bandha at the base of your body. Imagine Shiva striking in your body, in your face, in your mind's eye. And exhale, hinge forward and fold. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you so much, super friends. Inhale and walk ourselves up, shifting the crossing of our legs. Thanks for the emojis, YouTube Live. I can see the emojis. The text is a little difficult to see from over here. And you are TikTok Live as well. Emojis light up the screen. Alright, super friends. Shifted our leg crossing. Let's make some circles with our shoulders. Let's swim back one at a time, even letting our arms get into the dance. Fingers, elbows, and wrists, find the breath. Wiggle those shoulder blades around. And then let's make some big circles, big swims. Swimming through that fluid substance of the air. Connect to your water elemental. The waters of the universe. The waters in our bodies. The waters that are behind us. The waters above us. The waters below us. The waters within us. Arms up to the sky. Palms together. Interlace those fingers. Push up. Now let's take inhale for 7. Hold it for 7. Exhale for 14. Inhale for 7, lighting up all the chakras. For 7. Exhale for 14. Hold it out. Yeah. Last 7. Usually feel light flooding inside from the crown down. Hold it in. See yourself getting brighter. Expand into your aura. Exhale. All the breath out. Hands come down, folding over ourselves now. Breathing in, walking our hands. Let's unwind these legs and stretch them out. Shake them out. Let's inhale it and exhale full. Tuck our chin. Breathe in gold. Breathe light in. Dissolve, let go. In our 11th lunar cycle, the spectral moon of liberation, we dissolve, we release, we let go, and we are liberated. Just choose to be blissful. No matter what's going on, it's a miracle. Inhale our arms up. Have this recalibration. Let's bend this right knee in. Twist to the right. Wrap these arms around it, lifting our spine. Send our head, our neck. Stretch to the right. Take those eyes all the way over as well to that right side. Now let's take this right arm up and back behind. Pressing it up tight against our spine. And this left arm to the top of that right thigh. Twisting. Right leg with our chin smile wide. Super friends. Galactivate. Open your jaw. Stretch your face. Coming back to center with our head, neck, eyes. Left hand to this right knee side. Allow ourselves to start to drop that knee down as this right arm moves up and over. Stretching towards that left side. Touch our thumb and pointer finger together. Lift our chin, smiles wide. Inhaling back up. Let's place this knee down. Right foot back behind. Point the toes. Lift our hips now. Lift our heart to the sky. Open this left arm up now. Open our heart so wide. Fill up with that love of God. And the divine feline. Exhale. Bringing it on down. Elongate those legs. Stretch them out now. And then let's find where our edge is. Open those hips up. We're going to take an intermission before we do the other side. Sitting up nice and tall. And then let's begin to walk our hands forward. Find our laughter. Ah ha 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 ha. Straighten that spine a little bit. Straighter. Ha 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 ha. Not trying to get all the way down yet, just finding that container. Ha 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 ha. Notice what's in our hips. Those inner thighs as we take our head and neck from side to side. Ha ha ha. Laughter medicine, super friends. Let's walk our hands over to the left side, framing that leg, still lifting our heart. Ha 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 ha. So fairies say either we're in our powerful mode or we're in our survival mode, our primal state. So just notice what feelings and emotions, what thought currents pop up for you. We're going to reboot our nervous system. Peace, bliss, restore, rejuvenate, repair, rebuild, regenerate our sympathetic nervous system, subconscious mind, that all is well, all is good, all is great. As we walk our hands around the front and over to that right side, framing that foot with our heart. Straighten your spine. Yeah, and then just walk your hands to where they need. Keep your spine straight. It's baby bending. That's okay. I don't think it's really stretched. And then we're going to come back to center, lift those arms up, and bring those hands down the center line as we bend this left knee in, bringing it up close to that right thigh. Get ready to shift to the other side. Let's inhale this left arm up and back, taking it back. Stretching our head, our neck, our chin, our eyes. Deep breath. Bring that up to the top of your crown, pineal doorway. And unwinding, twist the other way. Coming back through center. Bring that right hand to that left knee. Let that knee fall open as we take this left arm up and over. And stretch. Ignite that parasympathetic nervous system. The divine itself. Kundalini Shakti. To rise within today. That bliss, that love, that lightness, that sweetness, that honey, joy, that creative spark. And then let's bring this left hand back behind us as we point our toes, push into the ground, lift our hips, lift this right arm up, and take that heart opener. Om Namah Shivaya. Smile, Om Namo Narayana. As we're approaching this time of Mother's Day, invite that divine mother, the cosmic mother, to embrace us in her waters, her womb space, that all is well, benevolent, kind, and we are the byproduct, the children of the divine. Super friends, Galactivate! And this is our time as we come on back down, foot out to the side. Let's just hold here. While we're at it, just moving over this way. Let's open that side, lifting this left arm up high. Make some circles, shoulder and our neck. Let's play with that on the other side as we walk ourselves back up and elongate that left leg. Bringing that right up in. Let's inhale, lift tall. And exhale, reach forward, fold. Thank you for the follows. super friends. Rising up. And exploring this right arm, lifting it up high, opening our hearts to this day, to the sky. Beauty, the grace, the benevolence, the sweetness, feminine energy, rejuvenate, restore. Om Namah Shivaya. Part of the equation of the divine that recreates, restores, rebuilds, liberates, pulls out of illusion, our highest self. Let's breathe that in. Most benevolent plane of blood, circle the shoulder, most blissful, peaceful, magical selves. Breathe that into me, super friends. Om Shanti Om. Breathe this all back down again. I'm streaming live from beautiful Long Beach, Belmont Shore, at the beachside, cornered at the bay, Alamitos Bay. Thank you, everyone who's with us. TikTok Live, YouTube Live, and on the replay. Thanks for the likes and the shares and the follows and the love. The subscribers and the gifters, thank you. To rise on back up. And we're going to once again open those transfers play with our fold. This time, we started in standstill. And then we'll like those hands down and let ourselves just melt towards the ground, just holding the head, fold down, soften any tension in your lower energy centers. Visualize ourselves opening like a caterpillar turned into a butterfly and pressing those wings, breath to stretch open, chrysalis to emerge. So breathing into that solar plexus as we begin to walk our hands now over toward that left side, framing that leg, folding again, getting down juicy and low. Perhaps you can reach your soles and stretch your toes. Observe your thoughts like clouds, just let them go. You're just floating on a cloud today. And then let's walk our hands around to the other side. Holding, stretching, breathing, melting, dissolving, releasing, liberating, opening, clearing, clarity, envisioning, feeling, releasing as we open up. Once again, arms up to the sky. Stretch, spread through those fingers, lift our head up high. Really reach through those arms, stretch them up, reach. Open those fingers, open those palms, big smile. Thanking this deliciousness, and then we're going to exhale one more time. Lock those hands out, fold into this. Visualize that root chakra, Muladhara, gritting into the earth, that big plus sign, anchor into the directions, the east-west axis, the north-south axis, the butterfly wobbles, Gritting in with our root as this earth spins around, rising and falling. And then let's walk our hands up and bring those feet together. And then let's play, before we dive into those feet, let's play with some alternate nostril breathing here in our butterfly. So I like to bring our hands together in our prayer position, Anjali Mudra, and bring those pointer fingers up to your forehead, between your eyebrows. Cover that right nostril up with your right thumb. Breathe in and out the left side a few times to open it up. While bringing your awareness, your attention to Ajna, that third eye. Behind your fingers in the middle of your brain, that pineal gland connects to the pituitary, connects to your crown, connects to your brainstem, connects to your spine. That breath brings light and attention. So breathe in that left side, plug it at the top, and then we're going to open up that right and breathe in and out the right side to clear that open. Just following the breath in our mind's eye. Breathing in the right side, plugging it out the top, and breathing out the left side, nice and slow. And we'll breathe back in the left, cover it up, and breathe out the right. And just continue to go back and forth, super friends, following the breath in your mind's eye. And notice how you feel as we bring our hands to our hearts and then hold ourselves forward to our butterfly. You feel your wings growing, peace expanding, the bliss anchoring in. And walking our hands back up. Let's swing those knees around. And let's come to just sit down on our legs. Shoulders are back down. Let's take that right ear to our right shoulder. Or if you'd like, you're welcome to curl your toes under and sit back on your heels. Or you're also welcome to spread those feet apart and sit down between your legs. You have this choice. And you're invited as well to stretch this left arm back behind your back to help to open up the side of your neck. And just play with lifting, twisting away, smiling, breathing. And coming on back to center, taking our hands behind our neck and massaging. Roll the shoulder out with your temple on that left side. Your ears just open up. Muscles. Front of our chest. And then we'll stretch that left ear towards our left shoulder. Butterfly. And bring this left hand up and over. Stretch that neck. And this right arm back to life. Breathe into your neck. Breathe into the grounding right now. Visualize you're taking in energy from above, sending it back out. And as you're anchoring in, you're taking in energy from below and sending it back out. Above and below. Correspondence. You're taking in a corresponding amount of energy from the earth that you're breathing in and out from into this world. Drink in some happiness, some joy, enthusiasm. As we come back to center, massaging our neck, massage your temple, massage around your cheek, your ear, your jaw. Releasing any tension in your head, the back of your skull, back of your shoulders. Alright, and then coming on forward now into a tabletop. Cats and cows, and he'll drop our belly. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the heartbeat. And I'll lift our belly, lift our drishti, our gaze. And exhale, arch the spine, tuck the hips forward. Walk the crown down. Press into the ground. Arch that spine up. And flowing. Love that. And let's make some spirals with our spine. One direction and the other direction. Just giving me joy. And I can feel every grain of sand in a good way. Wonderful super friends. That's what I'm talking about. That's called getting galactivated. And I would like to point out and add to the equation that the sand feels particularly delicious. High tide recently, and that top layer of the sand is really thick and crunchy and satisfying to step on.
Like a graham cracker.
Like a graham cracker. Crunchy graham cracker. Watch out for that, Princess Charlie. YouTube's just hanging on. Thread here today. Hold on. There we go. Kinda, sorta. Doggy's love. All right, back to our cats and cows. This is the first week of our spectral moon of liberation, super friends. We're in the middle arc of our yellow seed wave spell. Seeds within us are sprouting. We're receiving our initiation. Let's come back to center, curl those toes, lift our knees, and straighten our legs. Press back, downward dog, please. So our ability to feel our emotions, to be fluid, to let them flow, to honor the feelings, to observe them and allow them like rain clouds or thunder clouds that pass on by. And then as they leave, they reveal that blue sky left behind. All right, super friends, let's walk our feet up towards our hands, breathing in. And at the bottom of our exhale, bring ourselves forward and forward fold. Come up on our fingertips and let our fingertips rest on the earth and press on the earth. And give a little bit of pressure there, balancing on those fingertips as we take our head side to side, semicircular motions, half circle side to side, a half circle forward and back. Let's bring our left hand forward, still on those fingertips, bending that left knee, straighten that right knee, elevate this right leg. Let's really feel those fingertips, not on our thumbprint or fingerprints, but on our fingertips. The tips be right below our nails. Turn that gaze all the way up. Deep belly, dry breath all the way in. Big smile. And exhale. Right hand down. Come up on those fingertips. Center that hand. Lifting that left arm. Turning our gaze up. Bending that right knee. Straighten that left leg. Deep breath flowing. Stretch through those left fingertips. Reach through our arms. Increase that breath inside. Breathe into your heart. Feel it stretching from tomorrow into today, from today into yesterday. And bring this hand down forward. Fold. Ragdoll. Bend those knees, sway side to side. And then let's start to roll. While we breathe in ever so slowly, taking our time. Like a little seed sprouting. arms and shoulders up to the sky, leaning up and back. Interlace our thumbs, lean back. And then we'll lift those arms way back. Let's bring our right foot forward. So lift and then back as we swing back. And then lift the left leg forward and back. Right arm forward. Lift and forward. Back. More times coming up on those back tippy toes as we reset. And the next time we'll come up, stepping that right foot forward, lifting our arms up to the sky, bending into that front knee. Starting with the high lunge, open our arms up, cactus arms. Bring ourselves all the way down to the ground, nice and slowly for a low lunge. Galactivators! Yes! Woo, woo, woo! Lift those arms up high, deep breath. Exhale, cactus arms, lion's breath. Stick your tongue out, look up at third eye, pull the belly in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arm, lion's breath. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale. Back up and exhale. Bring those hands down. Bringing both hands to the inside of that foot. Come on the back of that back foot. Come onto the side of that front foot. You can let that knee fall open to the side. Deep breath flowing. And then from here, we'll heel toe that foot to the center. And let's start to inchworm that foot forward, elongating that front leg into a Hanumanasana, a forward split. Wait a minute, is that me out here?
Galactivated is such
There's an echo on the beach today. I hear myself. Thanks, super friends, for being with us today on our live stream. We appreciate you. Holding ourselves up wherever you are. If you'd like to lift through those arms, reach for the stars. Super friends, Galactivate! And if you'd like to fold forward over this leg, you're welcome to as well. Release any tension. And then we're going to bring this right foot over to the left side. My favorite, pigeon. Flexing that foot, squaring our hips, lifting our heart, bringing that gaze in and up at your third eye, Ajna. Breathe into the cosmos within you, the universe inside you, the sweetness within you. And then let's walk ourselves forward. Sleeping swan, pigeon, joining the flock. Deep breath into your hip. Today's the day of the moon and the waters of the universe. Breathing our way into rhythm with the heavenly orchestra of life. Just let yourself melt into this moment. Breathe until you feel the bliss, the joy, the ecstasy. and rise on up. Hands come up. Curl the back toes. Step it back to plank. Nice deep breath. Ha 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 ha. Ciao, Princess Charlie. Toxila. Shift our weight forward. Elbows in, lower down. Either chaturanga or knees just chin. And then we'll peel our hearts up. Keep those shoulders to roll back. Soften our lower back. Twisting from side to side. Observe where there's any tension. Open up your crown. Breathe from the crown down. The Ida in the Pingala nadis, left side, right side. And then floating back up through the center of the Sushumna nadi. Restore, rejuvenate, regenerate, rebuild. Relax, receive. Expect the best as those elbows come in and we lower on down to the ground and rock. Kiss the ground, curl the toes, pressing back up to plank. Let's take a little side plank. So pivoting onto the sides of our feet, stacking our shoulder on top of our wrist, left hand up to the sky. You're on that right side. Deep breath, bringing it on back down, pivoting over the toes, over to the other side. Stack that shoulder balance. Lift our arms. Take a wish. Deepest breath. Bringing it on back down, pushing back to downward dog. Feet step just a little closer between our hands. And fold. Press into our flat palms, lift those hips up high. Fill up with the love of dog. Princess Charlie's taking a dip for us. Bending our knees as we breathe in, look forward between our hands. And at the bottom of our exhale, walk, hop, or float those feet forward. Inhale, lift our heart flat back. Exhale, folding. Leading from the heart, reverse swan divers. Go out and up. Palms together. Back. Press those hands together, elbows out to the side. Use our power. Notice the difference between the left and right side. One is opened, one is still waiting its opening. Take those arms side to side. Twist it back. Stand on the toes. And then let those arms slap our body. And then we're going to make little fists. And we're going to just tap and slap on our crown, and our temples, our eye sockets. Let's bring those feet together under our nose. fingers in our hips, all around front and back, and then up to our armpits, snapping on the inside of those armpits, outside of our shoulder, down to our elbows, slap on the inside of the elbows, around into the inside of our wrists, slap on fingertips, side of our heart, stop. Stimulate that lymphatic drainage, our shoulder, elbow, wrist, and those fingertips. Inhale, reach all, and then as we exhale, we're going to sway back. Inhale, left leg forward. Reach those arms up and exhale. Sway back, bring that leg back. Inhale, right leg forward. And sway back. Sway back and forward. A few more times. And then we'll inhale and send this left leg forward. Coming up on those back tippy toes. Bending into that front knee. Reaching those arms up. And then cactus arms. Opening those arms out to the side. Bending into that front knee. Open that counterplane. Slowly making our way all the way down to the ground in a low lunge. Reach those arms up. Oh. As we breathe in and as we exhale, open those arms out to the side. And exhale, cactus arms side. Inhale, reach those arms up. Cactus arms that side. And as we exhale, shift that weight forward, bring those hands down, coming into a lunge. Bringing those hands to the inside of that foot. Let that knee, hip, open to the side. Move your neck around, stretch your eyes. Release any tension. Body, your face, your thoughts, your eyes, your hips, your thighs. If you want to come down on your forearms, you're welcome to as well. And rising on up. Let's send those hips back. Heel toe this foot to the center. And we're going to inchworm it all the way forward. Flex that foot and send those hips back. Hanuman Asana. Breathe into your DNA. If you like, you're welcome to raise your arms today. Stretch through your fingers, giving thanks and praise. Thank you for this magnificent day. Super friends, Galactivated! And walking ourselves forward. If you're here, if you like. How much can you soften, let go, relax, and receive? trust, have faith, and believe that the yoga is doing its thing. Health, peace, happiness, love, and well-being. As we come on out of this, begin to heel toe, bend that knee, inchworm, bring that left foot over to the right side. Square those hips, lift our heart, straighten that spine. Look up at that third eye. Visualize joining that higher mind, that flock mind, as we walk ourselves forward. Om Namah Shivaya. Becoming one part of the ancient lineage, the Guru Paramparam of yogi masters that receive the Shaktis, the spiritual presence of the divine inside, the divine feminine, the beloved love. Om Namah Shivaya. And inhaling, lifting our hearts, coming on up out of it. Swing this leg around. Back into our plank pose. Taking a deep breath here. Shift our weight forward, lowering down, either knees, hips, chin, or chaturanga. Peeling our hearts up from the ground, higher, low cobra. Big smile, stretch. Front of our neck all around. Tongue pressing back to the roof of our mouth. Gaze up at Ajna. Visualize that Shishunda filling up with golden crystal light inside. Serpent on the left and a serpent on the right. Ida and the Pingala Nadi. Slowly lowering down, curl the toes, press into the ground, push back up through plank pose. Once again, we're going to play with side plank, but this time, if you like, you can modify, bringing this right knee down to the ground, pivoting that foot back behind as we elevate this left arm up, bringing it up over that shoulder. And then if you like, you can elevate this left leg up. And then we'll pivot it on down, come back into a tabletop cat-cow, move our spine up and down. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, drishti. Exhale, arch your spine, drop our crown for the kids here. All right, coming back to center neutral table, lift those knees back to plank pose, please. And then we're gonna pivot over to the other side, dropping that left knee, kicks down that foot back behind, extending that right leg long, lifting that right arm, breathing. Receiving. And if you'd like to elevate this right leg up, you walk into bringing it on down. Back to our tabletop. Let's sit back into a child's pose. Extending those arms long forward, third eye down to the ground. And just notice how you feel. Observe what your nervous system is integrating. Inhaling, walking our hands up, bringing those knees underneath our hips, curl those toes, like some normal pose. Inhale, arms up high. As we exhale, bring those hands back to our lower back, squeezing those elbows together, lifting our hips, pressing our hips forward, lifting our heart up and back. Like to bring one hand at a time to your lower two heels, keeping those hips forward. Feel free to play with that. Smile. And on up and out of it. Back to our tabletop. TikTok needs some TLC. TikTok TLC time. Here we go. Got that green time. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. All right, my dear. Let's stretch out our lower back a little bit. So let's come back towards our child's pose and walk our hands over towards the right. Inhaling, walking our hands over through center and over to the left. When you feel balanced, coming back to center, walking ourselves up, and swing those legs around. But first, let's take a 22-second break. And let's give our water some gratitude, some thanks and blessings. These are the waters of wealth, of prosperity, the treasury of divinity. These are the waters of joy and happiness and inner peace. These are the waters of bliss and health and vitality. These are living waters. Super friends. Galactivate.
So what I'm doing is taking deep breaths, conscious deep breaths, and counting every time I take one deep breath. And I'm up to 325 right now. And I feel like I'm high as a kite.
Yeah.
On oxygen. So I recommend it's a helpful way to make because otherwise I'm like, yeah, deep breathe during all of yoga, but then you're just like, then you start thinking about your day and what you got to do tomorrow and this and that, and you're like,
I do.
to me, I'm saying from first-hand perspective, it's just it helps with the distraction by counting, keeping my mathematical brain like focused on counting when I breathe in and out, like, you know, one count for breathing in and out, and I was able to get up to 350, and it was like with no distractions, and I feel really great, and I was able to get deep breathing in. It helped program it, if that makes sense.
Excellent.
You taught me that like years ago, but I haven't done it in a long time.
500 conscious breaths per day, minimum, every day. All right, super friends. Let's lower down to the ground.
Excuse me.
Pardon moi.
That's right. In yoga, you're allowed to burp and fart.
Alrighty, so let's play with some core strengthening. Step one is crunches, bending our knees, interlacing those fingers lightly behind our neck, and crunch. Really engage the stomach muscles, squeeze them at the top. Next phase, lift those knees, send those feet, those calves parallel to the ground as we continue crunching. Conscious breath. Next phase is yogi bicycles. Right elbow to left knee. Right leg extends. Left elbow to right knee. Left leg extends. Next step is, got your umbrella. We're going to cross our right ankle over the left knee, above the knee, and we're going to crunch from our left elbow over towards our right knee. So our right hand can stay on the ground or reach out to the side if you like. We're just bringing that left elbow to our right knee. Left hand supporting your neck. And then from here, we're going to switch sides and cross that left ankle above that right knee and place that right hand behind your neck and right elbow to the left. From the challenge. We're making our way through the challenge together. Making us stronger. All right, coming on back down. Let's take those feet hip width apart and windshield wiper those knees from side to side. Vata Pitta Kapha, Tridosha, Ayurveda, the ancient Eastern system of balancing the three, the mental, the emotional, and the physical, by describing the different qualities and characteristics. the mental, the vata, the bird, the air, the ether, the spiritual, the light, the airy, the fairy, the popcorn, salads, with the dry and crackly, crinkly popcorn, potato chips. And then the next dosha, the central, the pitta, the fire, the flame, the water, the cayenne pepper, the spice, the tiger, the lion, the passion, the desire, the juju, the purpose, the mission, the intention, the spectacle, the loud, with the, let's bring our feet together, knees out to the side, with the kapha, the elephant, the earth, the moisture, the water, the heaviness, the oily, the couch potato, the meat potato, the stable, the grounded, the legacy, the family, all blended together. The eagle, the lion, and the elephant. Without even dropping any of our things. Come back right now. Alright, now let's cross our right knee over the left. Drop those knees over to the left as we twist our upper body to the right. Breathing our way back through center, unwind those legs, crossing that left knee over the right, scooch those hips leftward, extend those knees rightward, send this left arm and shoulder up and back. Find the peace, the deep breath. Back to center. Body scan, super friends, if there's anything else you require before we go into our final resting pose. Happy baby, or bridge pose, or inversion, shoulder stand. Please give those to yourself right now. And then when you're ready, we'll meet on our back side for our final resting pose, Shavasana. So I invite you to lie back on the ground, head, neck, and spine in one straight line. Arms and legs fall away from that center line, open out to the side. Get any nice bends out of your elbows and knees and head and neck. Adjust your clothing, adjust your space as you need. And we're going to take a deep breath in. Bring that gaze in and up at Ajna, third eye. Beautiful crystal light in there. Visualize a circle, a triangle, diamond, a sphere, all interconnected. The sound is symbol of Om. Melt into the silence and be back for our galactivation. Light is surrounding us, fills us inside. The light is boundlessness. It floods our mind's eye. The light starts to crystallize in us, giving us powers worldwide. The light's unifying us, making rainbows in the sky. Hi, Rex. The light is within us now. The light is everywhere. The light that surrounds us, makes tones in the air. The light is boundless. The light is up in here. The light that is soundless brings magic to our inner ear. We hear the whispers, the wisdom, the audience too. Clear audience, clairvoyance is coming on through. We're manifesting Shaktis, the yoga powers, the ultimate truth, into our physical bodies. The avatar is flowing through. The divine in me, divine in thee, Paramashiva on the yogic tree, ultimate masters, sitting in our divinity, resting, recuperating, rejuvenating, receiving the Shakti. Our bodies repairing, rebuilding, restoring the light that's within us, loving and adoring. Our tomorrows unfolding so beautifully, abundantly. The messages of yoga say all is well, all is beauty, all is grace, all is divinity, all is enlightened space within and surrounding everybody, so we can relax and receive this day so blissfully and lovingly, and know all abundance now is attracted to us magnetically as we rest in this, the oneness of this now moment. our body. Our aura glows so bright. As we breathe in, everybody, fill up with this big bright light. Down to our toes and soles, we have a rosy glow. And back up the center line, our root chakra starts to grow, just like a golden serpent dragon swimming up our spine. Health, wealth, happiness, love, joy, and bliss divine. Creativity, passion, purpose, empowerment, loving energy, powerful creativity, our words that inspire and uplift. We see the vision, we feel the light showering us, washing us, cleansing us from inside. Our cosmic baptism on this magical day as we come into the rhythm with these galactic star seeds, transforming, initiating us to our core. We've never been alone or separate or unworthy ever before. Our past we've always been taken care of. Our future is as well. So we can relax our parasympathetic nervous system and affirm all is well. Covering, rejuvenating, rebuilding. The Shakti is rising. The serpentine moja, like a river stream, is flowing up from the earth below. This power is growing, shooting out our crown. 1,000 lotus petals blooming, cascading to this ground. The majesty, revealing that we are yoked in yoga now. The Shiva Shakti, unwinding. Serpentine energy, eternally becoming. And in this state of bliss, body, mind, spirit, we are this. We come back into our bodies, back into our minds, deepening our breath, back into our lives, wiggling our fingers and toes, stretch and reach and unwind. And then draw those knees into our chest, hugging ourselves, hollow luminous, human divine, and ever so slowly taking our time, rolling like babies onto our side. Relax, receiving, so sweet, such peace. And whenever we're ready, coming back up to our seat, our asana, head, neck, and spine in a straight line, sitting as the Buddha, butting from inside. Parigraha, we let go and release the past, any discord, lest its influence last. And we bloom into our tomorrows, our future so bright, as we begin in this moment, the first moment of the rest of our lives. Super friends, Galactivate! And inhaling, reach those arms up towards the sky. Gather this blue hue, universe size, bringing our hands down the center line, bowing to that seat, that throne. Divine inside, divine in me, divine in thee, honors the light of the infinite we. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. Super friends, Galactivate. Thank you for being with us this beautiful day. TikTok live and YouTube live and on the replay. Our wonderful global cosmic family. Thank you, super friends. We appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Galactivators, Christar Galactica, your fairy goddess, Saint John Arcata. Let's share some bliss. Hug a Lucian, hug yourself, hug a loved one, hug your animal, hug a tree, hug a coworker, hug a loved one, hug your family. Spread some love around the world. Super friends.
Hug a lug lug.
Hug a lug lug, hug a Lucian. Fill the world with love. Stay galactivated. Stay loves the shares. Thank you, everyone who's with us here. We invite you to go to our website, Galactivators.com, sign up for our Super Friends email list, and leave a donation. And pick up our books while you're at it. Color Me Galactivated, where you can be galactivated all the time. All right, Super Friends, we'll see you at Long Beach Pride in our fairy village, May 16th and 17th. Come and play with us. All right, Super Friends.
Bye.
Namaste.